Good evening, everybody. Welcome on into Jammin' Sports, where we kick off week number 2 of our current NFL sim season. It'll be the Thursday night game to kick off the week, and we have a couple of teams that both won in week 1. It'll be the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Baltimore defeated the Eagles at home on opening day, and the Giants went down to Carolina and beat the Panthers on opening day. So both teams are 1-0 on the young season. Let's take a look at the standings right now as we have them. Jax is 6-2, Braden is 8-7, and they're both taking Baltimore in this game. Evil Dead is 14-10 overall, and he's taking the Giants in this game. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's head out to MetLife Stadium. We were here last night for the Dolphins and the Jets. MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey for this one. Ravens-Giants here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Ravens and the Giants. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along as we kick off week number 2 of Sim Season 36. Ravens and the Giants both come in at 1-0. And it looks like the Giants have won the toss. They will receive. I like what Jax wrote there. If you don't subscribe, you'll go 0-16. There's the kickoff for the Ravens. And this will be fielded at the 5-yard line, bringing it back for the Giants, number 81. That's Job Cooper, the rookie out of Arkansas. And Cooper will bring it out to the 28-yard line, and that's where the Giants will set up shop. Their starting quarterback, Stephen Gardner, in his 7th year out of the University of Houston. He was a backup for William Rogers for 6 seasons. Rogers went to the Bengals during the offseason. And now Gardner with his chance to start. He's 1-0 as he led the Giants to a win over Carolina last week. As we kick off week number 2. Both teams 1-0. Gardner in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gardner. He tried to fake a handoff. That play developed too slowly. He gets sacked by number 93 for the Ravens. That's Avery Kane, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Rutgers. A loss of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 15 back to the 23-yard line. Just underway. Live from MetLife Stadium. On 2nd and 15 from the 23-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner, hands off this time to Eric Johnson. And Johnson only gets a yard. Out to the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Just one game tonight. I have some projects I have to get done tonight. But for the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday, we'll have triple headers for you. 3rd and 14 from the 24-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back. Gardner looking. Throws. Caught by Washington, the tight end, Keith Washington. Out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 20. And that'll be a Giant first down. The 5th-year tight end out of Michigan. Both these teams made the playoffs last season. The Giants won the NFC East for the 2nd year in a row. However, they lost to the Cowboys in the opening round of the playoffs in the wild card round. The Ravens finished 8-8, snuck into the playoffs, but lost to the Steelers in the wild card round. 1st and 10, Gardner of the gun. From their own 44-yard line, Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, and overthrows his receiver down the sideline. He was looking for Jackson Ray, the rookie out of LSU. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Evil Dead's got the Giants. Braden and Jax both have the Ravens in this one. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Gardner in the gun. Gardner back. In trouble. Gardner steps up. He's going to take off. And he slides at the 49-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the G-Man. Stephen Gardner in his 7th year out of the University of Houston. That was a nice block. 3rd and 3. 3 receivers to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner going to take it himself. A quarterback keeper gets the first down. Out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Giants. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle. The 4th-year linebacker out of Florida. First down, G-Man. Giants come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Gardner hands off. And that's Eric Johnson. And Johnson down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9. Johnson in his 8th year out of Duke. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Giants. We'll have a triple hitter tomorrow, and we'll be right back here to start things off with the Bills and the Jets tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. Gardner hands off, and that's Johnson down the sideline as he gets outside, out to the 25. A gain of 10 for Eric Johnson. Tomorrow night, it'll be the Bills and Jets, Dolphins and Eagles, and the Saints and the Redskins. That'll be our triple hitter tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Gardner again in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Gardner fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws deep. Caught, touchdown. Patrick Collins, a 25-yard touchdown catch. The 13th year receiver out of Georgia. And the Giants' opening drive ends with a touchdown as they take a 6-0 lead. Nice opening drive by the G-Men. And now Zach Whitney will come on for the extra point, the 10th year kicker out of Louisiana Tech. Whitney for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Giants lead at 7-0. 4:37 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 2, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. A couple of playoff teams from last season. And now the kickoff by Whitney. This will be fielded at the 3-yard line. Bringing it back for the Ravens. Looks to be number 20 on the return. And that's Woody Marks, the starting running back. Not wise to have your running back start with the returning kicks. Key Harris, the quarterback for the Ravens, in his 4th year out of Grambling State. So the Giants get a touchdown on their opening drive. This will be the Ravens' opening drive with 4:33 left in the first quarter. Let's see if Baltimore can answer. Ravens won the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago when they beat the Rams. On 1st and 10, Harris hands off to Marks, and Woody Marks, not much, 2 yards out to the 28-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Woody Marks, the 2nd year back out of USC. On 2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Marks, and Woody Marks makes his way out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore. Don't forget this Saturday, college football Saturdays. We'll have 10 games for you back-to-back. We're going to start our college football Saturdays now at 11 Eastern instead of 10. But we'll still have 10 games for you back-to-back. First and 10. Harris going to take it himself around the outside. And Harris picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We have updated the college football schedule. We now have week 3 up there. We'll slowly post the rest of the schedule here as we get the opportunity. 2nd and 7 from the 41-yard line. Harris in the gun. Harris looking. Throws. Caught. Making the catch is Jason Siegel, the former Raider, out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 6, so it'll be 3rd and inches. Siegel in his 13th year out of Tulsa. Third and inches for Baltimore, 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun from their own 48. Burns in motion. Harris hands off to Marks. Tries to get outside, and the Giants are right there. On the tackle, number 52, Nolan Mixon, the third-year linebacker out of Oregon State. And that's going to bring up 4th and 2. As Marks comes up short on 3rd down. And Dave Justice will come into punt for Baltimore. Unless they go for it. No, Justice back to punt in his 10th year out of Air Force. On 4th and 2, Justice gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, it's out of bounds at the 14. Not a bad punt. 1st and 10 Giants. They'll start their own 14-yard line. Up 7-0. 2:19 left to play. Here in the first quarter. Giants lead it 7-0. Stephen Gardner, the starting quarterback. It's a long, busy day at work today. Mondays usually are. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner going to take it himself. And Gardner fumbles. But the Giants are right there to... No, the Ravens got it. Number 58, Aaron Westbrook recovers the loose football. Giants commit a turnover. In fact, forcing the ball out of there was the linebacker number 51, Taylor Clements, in his 3rd year out of Stanford. Giants fumble the ball away, and now the Ravens with a chance to tie this up. Ravens went 3 and out on their opening drive, had to punt after the Giants got a touchdown. Now the Giants turn it over. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Giants 16. 2:15 left here in the first. Let's see if the Ravens can punch this in. 4 wide for Baltimore. Harris in the shotgun. Siegel in motion. Harris throws, and it's caught by Griffin Wright, the tight end, down to the 8-yard line. The 7th-year tight end out of Montana. A gain of 8, and that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Our Week 2 Thursday night game to kick off the week. On 2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. In motion. But Harris keeps it himself. And Harris is going to lose a yard back to the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Giants defense hard to run against. Coming up on 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 3 for the Ravens at the Giant 9. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Burns in motion. Harris drops back. Throws underneath, and is caught by Maurice Taylor down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be 1st and goal, Baltimore. Maurice Taylor in his 7th year out of Oregon State. Down to 1 minute left in the first quarter. 1st and goal, Baltimore at the Giant 3-yard line. Ravens come out in the eye. Harris, they pitch to Marks, and Woody Marks turns inside and gets down to the 1, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Couldn't quite get in. Down to 35 seconds left in the first. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Taylor in motion. Harris going to take it himself. He's in for the touchdown. As he goes end over end into the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown run by Key Harris. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this one up. So the Ravens capitalize off the fumble recovery, get the touchdown. Rob Belton will come on for the extra point in his 8th year out of Wisconsin. Snap, kick is up. Looks good, is good. We're tied at 7. 23 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. Who do they play in Week 3? The Giants will host Carolina next week, and the Ravens will be at Miami. There's the kickoff by the punter, Dave Justice. From the 7-yard line on the return, number 81, that's Job Cooper, out to the 25. 19 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. This will be the Giants' 3rd possession. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 25. Gardner fumbled on the previous series. Got to have a short memory. Got to put it behind you and just play. 4 wide. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Johnson, and Eric Johnson picks up only a yard out to the 26-yard line. The Ravens are right there to make the stop. And it looks like that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium. We go to the second quarter, 2nd and 9 for the Giants at their own 26 in a tie ball game. Gardner in the shotgun, 5 wide. Gardner back, throws, and he threw it a bit low as he tried to hit Michael Holmes, the rookie out of USC. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Last week, the Ravens beat the Eagles 15-10, and the Giants defeated Carolina 31-17. On 3rd and 9, Gardner throws, caught on the sideline by Patrick Collins out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, G-Man. Collins, the only veteran receiver they have. The Giants have 6 wide receivers on the roster. 5 are rookies. The only one that's not, Patrick Collins. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Gardner the shotgun at their own 37-yard line. Gardner looking. Throws. And incomplete. He tried to hit the tight end, Dalton Hancock, who they picked up from the Saints during the offseason. Incomplete. Hancock in his 9th year out of Boise State. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Giants at their own 37. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back. Throws. And is caught by Keith Washington, the tight end. And Washington all the way down to the 31-yard line. That's a 32-yard gain by Keith Washington. First down, Giants. Washington in his 5th year out of Michigan. Giants now have it 1st and 10 at the Raven 31-yard line. 4 wide for the G-man. Gardner under center. Gardner looking. Throws, and it's overthrown and picked off by the Ravens. Intercepting the pass, Kerry Starnes, the 11th year safety out of LSU, playing his former team. Starnes spent 6 years with the Giants, 4 years with the Lions, and now in his 1st year with the Ravens. Picks it off. It was overthrown. Looking for Keith Washington. And now the Ravens will take over. Key Harris will come back out. The Giants have turned it over twice in their own territory. Actually, they've turned it over twice, this time deep in Raven territory. Ravens will start from their own 23-yard line with 7:05 left in the half. Three backs in the backfield, Harris amongst them in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff, throws outside, it's caught down the sideline. Griffin Wright down to the 38-yard line, a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5 as one of the offensive linemen got shaken up on the play. That's DeMarcus Diggs. Hopefully he can return. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Ravens at their own 28 in a tie ball game. 6:58 left in the half. Chance for Baltimore to take the lead now. Ravens come out. Harris in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Wright in motion. Harris throws. Caught by Burns. And Lawrence Burns out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 and a Baltimore 1st down. Lawrence Burns in his 8th year out of Oregon State. On 1st and 10. 4 wide for Baltimore. Harris in the gun. Dixon in motion this time as Harris fakes the handoff and then got pressured, incomplete. The pressure was by number 30, Sam Tarver, on the safety blitz in his 9th year out of Arkansas. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. We're tied at 7 here in the 2nd quarter. 4 wide for Baltimore. Harris in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Wright in motion. Harris drops back. Throws downfield, and he's got a man and got it complete to Jason Siegel out to the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 17 yards and a 1st down for Baltimore as he finds the veteran tight end. Coming up to make the tackle, Chris Chapman, the 9th year defensive back out of Virginia Tech. 1st and 10, Baltimore now at the Giant 49-yard line. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the half. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Marks, and Marks gets hit in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 3 yards as Nolan Mixon comes in, the linebacker, and makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 13 back at the 48-yard line. Hard to run on the Giant defense. It'll be 2nd and 13. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Harris to Marks, and Marks crosses midfield out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. We'll have a triple header for you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Bills and the Jets, Dolphins and the Eagles, and the Saints and the Redskins. That all starts tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. 3rd and 9 from the 48. Harris looking, rolls out in trouble, and he's going to be taken down by Julius Sanders, the linebacker. in his 9th year out of Connecticut. That'll be a loss of 6. It'll be 4th and 15 back at the 46-yard line. And the Ravens will have to punt. They will not capitalize off the interception. Not this time. Zach Everett, the rookie out of Michigan, back to punt for Baltimore. As Everett gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. It's out of bounds at the 23. 4:31 left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7. And the Giants will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. We're up in Evil Dead's neck of the woods. Outside of New York City here. MetLife Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Giants. 4 receivers wide. Gardner in the shotgun. From their own 23. Gardner back. Throws a swing pass. That's caught by Eric Johnson out to the 26. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. A single game for you tonight. We'll have triple headers the rest of the week. 2nd and 8 from the 26-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Johnson. And Eric Johnson out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Down to 3:50 left in the half. Still tied at 7. Gardner in the shotgun on 3rd down. In motion is Johnson. Gardner back. Gardner throws down the middle. And making the catch is Keith Washington at the 38. A gain of 8 and a Giant first down. .322 left here in the first half. The clock is moving. Giants will have it at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. In the offset eye, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Johnson around the outside. He's got the corner down the sideline, and Johnson all the way to the 44. An 18-yard run by Eric Johnson, the 8th year back out of Duke. All the rest of the games for the NFL will be on Sunday. Yep, except for the Monday night game, which wraps up the week. 1st and 10. Hand off to Johnson, and Johnson no gain, back to the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Sunday night game this week is Dallas and Detroit, and the Monday night game this week is the 49ers and the Steelers. All those are playoff teams from last season. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, and it's caught by the rookie Jackson Ray out of LSU down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And a first down for the Giants as we hit the 2-minute warning here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. 1st and 10 Giants from the Raven 27. Gardner looking. Gardner throws to the outside, caught by Collins, out to the 18-yard line. That is absolutely correct, Braden. Braden's my new PR guy. He knows my schedule better than I do. College football Saturday will now start at 11 Eastern instead of 10. We're going to push it back an hour. On 2nd and 1, Gardner throws outside to Washington, out to the 17-yard line. A gain of maybe half a yard, be 30 inches. Relax, JJ. We'll still have 10 college games for you on Saturday. It'll just start at 11 Eastern. 30 inches from the 17-yard line. Gardner in the gun. Gardner back, throws, and I don't know who he's throwing to. He threw an out. The receiver went inside. It'll be 4th down. The receiver being Jackson Ray, or actually that was Michael Holmes, the other rookie. So Zach Whitney will come on. This will be a 34. No, they're going to go for it. Giants on 4th and inches. I like the call in the offset eye. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Washington, turns upfield, down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 12 by Keith Washington, the tight end. First down, Giants. Evil Dead's got to like that. I like the aggressive play call, I do. Not a problem, Evil Dead. I'll text you the schedule, you give me the picks. First and goal from the 5. Gardner back, sets up a screen to Johnson, and Johnson's going to lose yardage back to the 8-yard line. Avery Kane, the defensive end, on the tackle. It'll be second and goal from the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 3 yards. Down to 37 seconds. Gardner back. Gardner steps up and gets sacked back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and the Giants take a timeout. Oh, okay. Be third and goal from the 9. You're going to miss the Jets tomorrow then. I know you're taking the Jets over the Bills. I'll need your picks for the Eagles, Dolphins, and the Saints, Redskins. Third and goal from the 9. Gardner under center. Gardner back. Gardner looking in trouble, and he gets sacked. The Giants had it first and goal from the 5, and now it's fourth and goal back at the 13-yard line. I'll see what I can do. Fourth and goal from the 13-yard line. So Zach Whitney will come on. This will be from 30 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Giants lead at 10-7 as they take the lead before halftime. 26 seconds left to play. Oh, let's look at the schedule. Can I flip that game? What I can do, let me see here. I'm looking at the schedule. Here's the kickoff. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line. On the return for the Ravens, number 84. That's Walker Preston, the rookie out of Syracuse, out to the 27-yard line. First and 10 from the 27. What I can do, Evil Dead, this might be even better, is change that from a 1 o'clock game to a 4 o'clock game. Put it later in the week. First and 10 from the 27-yard line, 21 seconds left. Harris back. Harris throws his swing pass out to Marks, and Woody Marks out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 10. Ravens take a timeout with 15 seconds left. I'll just flex it from an early game to a late game. That way it doesn't mess up my schedule too much. That will change our triple hitter tomorrow. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Harris looking, throws down the middle. Caught by Siegel out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11. And the Ravens take their final timeout, first and 10, at the Giant 48-yard line. Trying to see where I would insert that. Buffalo at New York Jets. First and 10 from the 48-yard line. Harris back, throws down the sideline, and it's incomplete. He had two receivers running the same route. Lawrence Burns dropped it. And now it's second and 10. Eight seconds left to play. In the half, Harris looking. Harris in trouble, throws outside, just throws it away. 3 seconds left. All right, that's going to change our triple header tomorrow. It'll be, look at the schedule, it'll be the Dolphins, Eagles, Saints, Redskins, and then the Patriots in Carolina. Last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. Harris in the gun. Harris looking. Harris throws near side. Incomplete. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, the Giants 10, the Ravens 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we start the third quarter, the Giants lead the Ravens 10-7. And the Ravens will get the second half kickoff. Whitney will kick off for the G-men. On the return from about the 7-yard line, Woody Marks out over the 30. And Marks will bring it out to the 32-yard line. So instead of 4 late afternoon games, we'll have 5 late afternoon games this week. As we move the Bills-Jets to the late slot. That should be a good game anyway. First and 10 for the Ravens now at their own 32. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Marks around the outside. Marks fumbles, and Griffin Wright is right there to recover. Luckily for the Ravens, Wright was right there. The tight end following up the play. The Ravens dodge a bullet. They get 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. Giants up 10-7 here in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the gun. Harris hands off to Marks, and Marks goes nowhere. No gain. The Giants are right there. Nolan Mixon and Greg Gibson, the linebacker and the safety, respectively. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 34. Big third down for the Ravens. Down by 3. On 3rd and 8. Harris in the shotgun. Wright in motion. Harris fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Wright, and he picks up the first down out to the 45-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 11 for Griffin Wright. First down, Baltimore. Last week in week 1, every AFC East team won their game except for the Dolphins. So you have 4 teams at 1-0, and the Dolphins at 0-1. On 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, Harris in the gun. Harris hands off to Marks. And Marks picks up a yard out to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Over in the NFC East, after week 1, the Giants were the only team in the NFC East to win last week. The other teams all lost. On 2nd and 9 from the 46. Harris throws outside to Marks, and Marks gets hit immediately. A loss of a yard. Coming up to make the tackle, number 99, Thomas Watts, the 6th-year defensive end out of Kansas. It'll be 3rd and 11 back at the 44-yard line. Under 6 minutes left to play here in the third. And the Ravens face a 3rd and 11. Harris in the shotgun, 4 wide, make it 5. Harris back to throw. Looking, rolls out, throws deep, wide open. Lawrence Burns all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Baltimore. Big gain down to the Giant 23-yard line. Ravens tried to take the lead here in the third quarter. 4 wide for Baltimore. Harris in the gun. Harris, a swing pass to Burns, and Burns gets taken down at the 23-yard line. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. On the tackle, Isaiah Vaughn in his 7th year. The Tylenol. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. I've got a splitting headache. I'm trying to get Gracie to bring me some Tylenol. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Harris, a swing pass to Burns, out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gracie, say hi. There you go. She knows who the greatest of all time is. All right, 3rd and 7 for the Ravens at the Giant 20-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff inside, rolls out, and just throws it away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now Rob Belton will come on. This will be a 37-yard field goal attempt to tie it up. From 37. Snap. Kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 10. 4:27 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. 4:27 left in the third quarter. Baltimore 10, the New York Giants 10. Due to a quirk in the schedule, the Giants will play the Panthers again next week. They played them last week. The Giants play the Panthers in Week 1 and 3. There's the kick from the 7-yard line. On the return, number 81. That's for the Giants. That's Job Cooper, the rookie out of Arkansas, out to the 29. Steve Gardner, some highlights for the Giant quarterback. That was his pick by Starnes. And that was the fumble that he lost. Not the best of highlight reels. 1st and 10, G-Men. They'll start from their own 29 in a tie ball game. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Jackson and Braden Man all here tonight. Just a single game tonight. I have stuff I have to do, but triple headers the rest of the week. 1st and 10 from the 29. They hand off to Johnson. Eric Johnson out to the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard to be 2nd and 9. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Giants. Sigel back. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back. Throws and is caught by Patrick Collins. He's off to the races. One-man debate. Will they catch him? Yes, at the 3-yard line. 67 yards. Patrick Collins, the 13th year receiver out of Georgia, all the way down to the Baltimore 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Giants. Nice catch and run by Patrick Collins. He's not the fastest receiver anymore, but he still gets open. What they used to say about Steve Largent, he's not fast, but he's quick. There is a difference. You say that about Largent, he always got open. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back. Gardner throws, caught, nope, incomplete. He was looking for Jackson Ray, he couldn't hold on. The linebacker, Taylor Clements was right there in his 3rd year out of Stanford to make the play. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. 3:26 left here in the third. Giants trying to retake the lead. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Johnson down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 2. The Ravens converge and make the stop. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. as we're down to 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third. Tied at 10. Third and goal from the 1. Everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Gardner to Johnson. Easy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Eric Johnson. And the Giants retake the lead 16-10. Evil Dead likes that, I'm sure. He took the Giants in this one. And now Zach Whitney will come on for the extra point. Whitney for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. Giants lead it 17-10. 2:58 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be back on with a triple header tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. The triple header will now be Miami at Philadelphia, New Orleans at Washington, and New England at Carolina. That'll be our triple header tomorrow night. There's the kick from the 3-yard line. Woody Marks on the return, and Marks brings it out to the 29-yard line. Second year back out of USC. And now the Ravens find themselves down by a touchdown again with 2:53 left to play here in the third quarter. We still have a lot of football left in this one. Got a good game going on here at the Meadowlands. Three wide for Baltimore to the far side. Harris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Harris draws back, throws down the middle, caught by Jason Siegel, and the big tight end all the way out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 18 yards and a Raven first down. Now, if you throw the ball away like that in real life, they'll call a delay of game on you. 5-yard penalty. After a touchdown, they don't care, but anything other than that, you can't be throwing the ball away like that. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun, make it 5 wide. Empty backfield. Marks in motion. Harris throws a swing pass to Marks, turns upfield, crosses midfield, out to the Giant 46-yard line. A gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3. He gets tackled out of bounds. We'll stop the clock for the moment with 2:17 left to play here in the third quarter. Now the clock runs. Harris in the shotgun on 2nd and 3. Harris, a backward handoff to Marks that goes nowhere. On the tackle, Walter Spencer, the former 49er in his 10th year out of Oregon, the linebacker. And that's going to be a loss of a couple of yards back to the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. 5 wide, empty backfield. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris throws, and is picked off by the Giants going the other way. Randall Joyce brings it back to the Baltimore 42-yard line. Randall Joyce, the 6th-year defensive back out of Wyoming. And the Giants stuff the Baltimore drive. They get the pick. This is what the Giants do best. Every game that they won last season, the Giants I'm talking about, they had at least one turnover. The Giants last season finished 12-4. The 4 games they lost, they never had a turnover. They never caused a turnover is what I meant to say. 1st and 10 from the Raven 42-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner rolls out, throws, dumps it off to the tight end. number 84. That's Dalton Hancock out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Giants can make this a 2-score game. 1:10 left. 4 wide. Gardner in the gun. In motion is Holmes. Gardner hands off to Eric Johnson. I'm sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied. A loss of 2 yards back to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. Down to 45 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Gardner in the gun. Big 3rd down. Giants trying to capitalize off the interception. Gardner back. Gardner in trouble. Keeps circling back. Throws downfield and is caught by Keith Washington out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 10 and a Giant first down. So the big tight end gets a big catch. And it puts the Giants down to the Raven 28-yard line. This will probably be the final play of the third quarter. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Gardner rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Dalton Hancock down to the 26-yard line. At the end of 3, Giants up 17-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. We go to the fourth quarter. Giants lead the Ravens 17-10. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Giants, down to the Raven 26-yard line. New York trying to make it a 2-score game. 3 receivers to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Eric Johnson, and Johnson is going to end up getting nothing. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 26-yard line. The Ravens pursued well on that one. Get the stop. It'll be 3rd and 8. Even a field goal makes it a 2-score game. Gardner in the shotgun on 3rd down. Gardner to Eric Johnson, and Johnson makes his way to the 24. A gain of just 2. It'll be 4th and 6. This will be a 41-yard field goal attempt coming up for the Giants as Zach Whitney will come on. To put the Giants up by 10. Whitney in his 10th year at Louisiana Tech from 41. Snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. He nailed it. Giants lead it 20-10. Here early in the fourth quarter, live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Plenty of time left for the Ravens, though. 7:06, but they have to score twice. Giants have kind of dominated the second half, at least so far, especially on defense. Whitney will kick off from the 6-yard line. On the return, this is Walker Preston, the rookie out of Syracuse, out to the 35-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will start, down by 10 with 7:02 remaining. Can the Ravens mount a comeback? Excuse me. Ravens come out. Single back. Harris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Right in motion. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks out to the 39. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is moving. 6:45 and counting. If I'm Baltimore, I'm slinging it. You don't have time to run. Four receivers wide. Harris back. Harris looking. He got hit and sacked back at the 32-yard line. On the sack, Isaiah Nettles, the fourth-year defensive end out of Texas Christian. A loss of 7. It'll be 3rd and 12 back at the 32-yard line. .6:20 and counting. Ravens need to have a sense of urgency now. Four receivers wide. Harris in the shotgun on 3rd and 12. Harris back. Harris in trouble, and he breaks a sack, throws it deep, and it's incomplete. His receiver, Maurice Taylor, was double covered. And that'll bring up 4th down. And at this point in the game, the Ravens kind of have to go for it. Down by 10. 4th and 12. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield. Harris in the gun. Harris draws back. Harris throws. And it's caught somehow by Lawrence Burns at the 45-yard line. 23 yards to Burns. Greg Gibson, the safety, was all over him. And he still caught it. That was actually number 26, Scott Daniel, the second-year safety out of Minnesota. 1st and 10, Baltimore at the Giant 45-yard line. They keep the drive going. 5:40 left. 1st and 10. Harris in the gun, 4 wide. Siegel in motion. Harris looking. Harris throws outside. Caught by Siegel. And Siegel out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 5:20 and counting. Clock is moving. Giants up by 10. Ravens have moved it down to the Giant 40-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Harris in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Wright in motion. Harris draws back. Throws. Caught by Jason Siegel down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 16. Another Raven first down. The veteran tight end with a big catch. Under 5 minutes to play, though. Ravens need to score quickly here. 4:46 and counting. 1st and 10 for the Giant 24-yard line. Ravens come out 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Now they shift. 5 wide, empty backfield. Harris takes the snap, throws a swing pass, and Woody Marks only gains a yard out to the 23. It'll be 2nd and 9. I thought Marks stepped out of bounds further upfield, but they didn't call it. Down to 4:10 left. 2nd and 9 from the 23. 3 receivers to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. We're down to 4 minutes left. Harris fakes the handoff. In trouble. And gets sacked back to the 27. A loss of 3. On the sack, Isaiah Vaughn in his 7th year out of Georgia Southern. It'll be 3rd and 12 back at the 27-yard line for Baltimore. This is a critical 3rd down. They go to the hurry up. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris throws. And it's nearly picked off. Greg Gibson nearly picked it off. It'll be 4th down. The Ravens will kick the field goal to make it a 1-possession game. Rob Belton will come on. And this will be from 44 yards to pull the Ravens to within 7. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Giants' lead is now 20-13. As the Ravens make it a 1-possession game. 3:20 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Now the Raven defense needs to get a stop. If you're a Giant fan, you want some first downs and eat up the clock. Our Week 2 Thursday night game here at MetLife Stadium. Across the Hudson from Manhattan There's the kickoff from the 6-yard line. On the return for the Giants, that's Job Cooper out to the 28-yard line. Steve Gardner will come back out. His numbers on the day. Giants up by 7 with the ball. 3:16 left. They'll start from their own 28. Giants trying to hang on to get to 2-0. The winner of this game will be 2-0. Four wide. Gardner in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Gardner back. Throws near side. And his receiver was out of bounds. Oh, they called him inbounds. Patrick Collins, 8 yards out to the 36. He looked out of bounds to me. You might want to review that, Baltimore. I think it's worth a shot. No review. 2nd and 2 from the 36-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Johnson. Gets the first down. Eric Johnson out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, G-Men. As we're down to 3 minutes left. Clock is moving. Giants lead it 20-13. It's a big first down. The Giants can eat up time. Gardner under center. Gardner to Johnson across midfield to the 49. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Edwards on the tackle. Deshaun Edwards in his 3rd year at Louisiana Tech. It looks like that might take us to the 2-minute warning. I think the Giants are going to run it all the way down. They do. 2 minutes left here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 2 Thursday night game to kick off the week. 2nd and 7 for the Giants at the Raven 49. Ravens will start taking their timeouts. Gardner to Johnson. Johnson breaks a tackle. Johnson gets the first down. Look at that. Dragging Ravens with him down to the 39-yard line. One of the best 12-yard runs you'll ever see. And that's a Giant first down. The Ravens take a timeout. They have 2 left. Giants tried to hold on for the win. 4 wide for the Giants. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner to Johnson. And Johnson picks up 2 to the 37-yard line. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ravens take a timeout. They have 1 left. 1:51 left to play. A field goal for the Giants will make it a 2-score game again. Everybody in tight for New York. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Johnson, and Johnson picks up 3 to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. And the Ravens take their final timeout with 1:47 left. If the Giants pick up a first down here, it's over. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner to Johnson, and Johnson goes down. No gain. On the tackle, number 54. That's Benton Hall in his 2nd year out of Purdue. It'll be 4th down. The Giants will try a field goal. It'll be a 52-yard field goal attempt. Ravens are out of timeouts. The Giants will wind the clock down as far as they can go before they kick the field goal. Zach Whitney will come on. What you want, Braden, is for the Giants to miss this. It's from 52 yards. Whitney, though, is 2 for 2 today. From 52. The snap. The kick is up. And the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. It remains a 7-point ball game. Giants up 20-13. The Ravens have 1 more shot. They need a touchdown, though. But they'll have pretty good field position. Some highlights. Lowlights. as Harris has been a rough day for him. However, the Ravens are still in it. Down by 7. 20-13. The Giants lead it. 1:03. Ravens will start from their own 42. They have to go 58 yards. They have no timeouts. They need a touchdown to force overtime. Harris in the shotgun, a back on either side, 1st and 10. Right in motion. Harris fakes the handoff, throws deep, and on the sideline, caught by Lawrence Burns out to the 34-yard line. 24 yards, but he caught it in bounds. The clock is moving. We're down to 45 seconds. Ravens got to run down the field and get set up. 40 seconds from the Giant 34-yard line. Harris back. Harris looking, and Harris is going to dumps it off to Marks, who turns downfield out to the 18-yard line. I thought he was going to throw it out of bounds. He's tackled in bounds, though. The clock is moving. That's a gain of 16. 1st and 10 from the Giant 18-yard line. 15 seconds. They have no timeouts. Harris in the shotgun. We're down to 3 seconds. Last play of the game. Harris looking. They got to go to the end zone. Harris. He's going to get sacked, and that's ball game. The Giants hold on. Your final score, the Giants 20, the Ravens 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.